Yo guys, it's your boy Hybrid Hit Squad, and we're back again with another football commentary style video. And you guys seem to really enjoy these videos. And today, as you can see from the title, probably in the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about why I think this United starting 11 could be title contenders this year. Okay, so guys, maybe I'm stating the obvious here. Maybe it's wide consensus that this United team will challenge and could maybe even go the whole way. But after the game that we've just seen against Leeds, how they destroyed Leeds, and let's not get it twisted, there will be much harder tests to come. Defensively, Leeds are wide open. They often always are. They always are. That's why they had a goal difference of about 0. Really good attacking, but the defence, wouldn't say lets them down, but that's the style that they play. It's all action, balls to the wall, attacking football. But I think what we saw from United in this game was really interesting. We saw a 4-2-3-1 with Pogba on the left, and that's what I think could potentially really unlock this whole United team and push them that next step further than when they were last season. So this is the 11 that I think United could use most of the time, that would take them the furthest and bring them the most success and potentially even win them the league. So in goal, I'm going to start with De Gea. Left back, we've got Luke Shaw, who's come on leaps and bounds this past season or two, and a player who I've really rated for a long time. But I think now we're really starting to see the best of him. We've got Harry Maguire, who of course caused a bit of controversy within the fan base when he was bought. You know, he was bought for a huge fee, and the comparisons to Virgil van Dijk may be unfair, but they were there. You know, when you get paid, people were thinking when you get bought for the similar amount as Virgil van Dijk, you need to transform the defence the same way Virgil van Dijk transformed Liverpool's defence, and that wasn't the case with him. Did he improve them? Definitely improved them, but he didn't have that transformative effect that Virgil van Dijk did, which not many other players are going to have, if we're honest with each other. Not many other players are going to transform a defence like Virgil van Dijk did. The majority of players are going to come in and improve the team. That's what Maguire done. He improved that defence, and obviously now what's just been announced is his defensive partner for this season will be Raphael Varane. Now that is going to be a scary partnership to come up against. Raphael Varane, moulded, in my opinion, in a similar way as Sergio Ramos. You know, probably was taken under his wing by Ramos. Probably learnt loads when he was at Madrid under him. Was really a really impressive physical presence. Quick as well, a lot quicker than Maguire, which is what has been maybe a criticism of Maguire, is that he's not the most mobile. Varane is very mobile, and I think those two could complement each other really nicely. You've got Maguire, who's got the Premier League experience. You've got Varane, who's got La Liga experience and plenty of it. Won multiple La Ligas, won multiple Champions Leagues. Has been crucial to every one of those wins. A really good buy in my opinion. And then obviously at right back there, Wan-Bissaka, who's a really nice defender. I think nowadays it probably is more an underrated trait that we find in defenders, that defenders can actually defend. He's a defender that can actually defend. He's not a defender that's good at attacking and not good at defending. He's a defender that can actually defend. And I think maybe he's been under the radar for a bit, even though he got bought for 50 million to Man United. I think maybe he's been under the radar a bit. But we can go to central defensive midfielder, where he's had a double pivot of Fred and McTominay. And I think McTominay's really good. I really like McTominay. I think he's a really big physical, he's huge. I mean, for one, he's huge. He's okay on the ball. I say, yeah, he's okay on the ball. But physically and defensively, he's really good. And I think he could go the whole way. I think his mentality is second to none. I think he would fit in the United teams of old. I'm not saying he's as good as, but in terms of mentality, I think he fits in alongside the Michael Carricks, the Paul Scholeses, and maybe it's blasphemy, I don't know. but in my opinion, just off mentality, not talking off of skill or off of footballing ability, I'm talking off of mentality and being able to hold his own mentally with those players. Then we've got McTominay alongside Fred, who I think maybe had a slow start at United, wasn't really sure of his best position, similar to a player who we'll get onto later, but yeah, wasn't really sure of his best position. Has started to come on a bit now, playing better and a bit and keeping other players out the side now. I think there was a period where, I mean, he has been keeping for this whole season, he's been keeping Van der Beek out of the side. Van der Beek could play deeper, further up and on and outside on one of the wings as well. But yeah, Fred's been doing a really good job. I think he's mobile. I think that's the main thing that is needed. He's not a great creative passer, I wouldn't say, but he gets around a lot. He's a good body to have in that midfield. Nice engine as well. Can dribble the ball, can bring it forward. To be fair to him, he can bring it forward. And this is what I think could potentially, one of the things that could potentially set United up to succeed next season, and that's Paul Pogba on the left. Giving him a bit more of a free role, letting him drift in from the left, link up with Fernandes in more attacking positions, or even drag defenders out and drop a shoulder and beat a defender. I think that's potentially going forward. That could be Paul Pogba's better position, and I think there's no problem with him keeping fake stats Rashford out of the team. Like I said in my England review, I do not rate fake stats from Rashford. Of course, I'm referring to Marcus Rashford. He's got fake stats. I'm seeing him score like 20 goals a season. He is not built like that, people. He is not built like that. He is not a 20 goal per season striker. He can score 20 goals per season. He is not a 20 goal per season striker. It's fake stats. But I won't get into that now because he's not even in my starting 11, so I won't focus on him. But yeah, Pogba on the left, having him drift in, drift out, being able to link up with Fernandes in attacking positions, that could, I think, potentially be one of the things that really set Man United off this season. Having the extra creative player in those attacking positions, because when you were trying to fit in Pogba and Fernandes in the same team, you were forced to be playing one of them deeper, and it was often Pogba. And then when you're playing Pogba a bit deeper, you're giving up a bit of that defensive solidity by not playing him McTominay and Fred. By having him out wide this way, it just means our fake stats Rashford won't have to play, and Pogba can have a bit more attacking freedom because he's further up the pitch. And of course, at centre attacking midfield, we've got the one, the only Bruno Fernandes, one of the best players in the league. Can do it all, really. He's a really well-rounded attacking midfielder, and he's bringing back that position. He's bringing back the number 10 position. He's a great passer of the ball, great goal scorer, legs for days, can run about. Even though he's not the biggest of guys, I don't think he gets bullied as much as... Well, he didn't get bullied as much as I thought he would, actually. Physically, make no mistake about it, he's no McTominay. You can tell by his build, he's no McTominay, but can hold his own. To be fair, in many ways can hold his own. And without Fernandes, this United team really won't be able to compete, honestly. Fernandes is the glue that holds United together, creatively attacking in attacking plays. He's their one and only. There hasn't been a single more important player to United than Fernandes in a while. I'm gonna say in a very long time, because this guy is key to them. And then on to the right wing position. Of course, they've got Jadon Sancho, who just got bought for £73 million, I believe, from Dortmund. And of course, he'll be a big upgrade on the right wing, because last season you think they were playing Greenwood off the right, and they were playing Daniel James as well. Daniel James, although he's good, he's no Sancho. Make no two ways about it. He's no Sancho. And same with Greenwood. He's a really good striker and he's got a bright future, but he's no right winger, and he's definitely no Sancho. You You don't get bought for 73 million if there's at least, if you haven't at least proved you can do something at some level. And he's been crucial to Dortmund since he's joined. I know last season he had a bit of a slow start, but really was able to pick up some form and really do well and contribute in both goals and assists for them. And had a really good formed a really lethal attacking. Well, not duo, because it wasn't just them playing up front, but was a part of a attacking trident in with him and Haaland as well, of course. Then up front, I'd imagine they'll play Cavani up front. I think Greenwood is a really solid striker, but I'm not sure if Ollie would want to really throw him in at the deep end and be starting him as his number 9 in the Premier League season, week in and week out. Martial's not good enough and never has been. So I think Cavani is the easy choice, and at least if you can have Martial, Rashford and Greenwood off the bench. You've got options, just like LSG. Ollie can pull up in the Mercado range. He can pull up with Greenwood or Rashford. He's got options. This United team is on the cusp of something great. They've got the defensive balance now with a Maguire and Varane partnership, a partnership that could, if we're honest, could potentially be as good as Rio and Vidic. I know maybe it's too early to say, but if Maguire continues to improve and play how he has been playing recently, and if Varane can adjust to the Premier League and play as good as, if Varane can play as good as for United as he was playing for Madrid, then yeah, this can be the next Rio and Rio and Vidic partnership easily. Fernandes, a brilliant attacking player, one of the best in the league, one of the best in the world, hands down. Pogba, I think his main issue at United has been he hasn't really found his best position and hasn't really been able to play where it's worked for long enough. This position on the left, what we saw from him from Leeds, him drifting in, been able to link up with Fernandes. We saw with Fernandes for the first goal against Leeds, I believe. I mean, this episode won't be coming up until a few days after that game, but nonetheless, that's what we saw. Bruno and Paul linking up, and I think this could really be the cusp of something special for this United team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won the league. I mean, I think for me the favourites still have to be City. I think Chelsea, they're a top team and they're due a league title, and a lot of their big players that they brought in, Havertz, Ziyech, Werner, all had pretty poor first seasons, so it's only going to go one way from here. It can't get worse than their first season, so it's only going to go up for them. And of course they've got Mount, who's proven, Pulisic, who's done well. They'll have Lukaku going forward as well, but this United team, I think with Fernandes, Pogba, Sancho, Cavani, Maguire, Varane, Luke Shaw, it's a serious team, and I think could potentially, if they're around first, second, third by February, March, I think this team could potentially have the minerals to go the whole way. Well, that being said, it's been your boy Highbury Hit Squad. I hope you've enjoyed the video. You guys seem to enjoy these commentary style videos where I talk about the teams and my thoughts on the teams and the tactics, etc. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like. If you've got any comments on if these tactics, you think you changed them, if you play different players, if you think United should be buying some new players, let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe if you don't want to miss out more videos just like this one, and also my FM21 saving Sheffield save. It's been your boy Highbury Hit Squad, and I'm out. Peace.